Let's take it across to two very special gentlemen. They've also been waiting for this elusive 10K mark. Vijay Kedia as well as Porinju Veliyath join in to celebrate this moment with us right here at ET Now. Gentlemen, morning, and Porinju, let me come to you first. You've also been waiting and tweeting about it ever since, that 10K is going to come now, 10K is going to come now, but really a magical moment, isn't it? Like some of my colleagues were saying, that 7 to 8 years back when they joined ET Now, the Nifty was just about at 4,500. It's been a historic journey, especially ever since, Prime Minister Narendra Modi came at the helm. I remember that the Nifty gapped up, it made that 7,000 bottom, and ever since then, it's been one dream run for the markets.
To me, good morning, Ayesha. 10,000 on Nifty, I think almost everybody has been talking about it. What I have been talking about, a 5-digit or maybe around 10,000, Nifty can make a bottom, a new fresh bottom. That's the way I am looking at the market for next 5-10 years time. And that's more important for the investors. Now 10,000 is just a number. Nobody's going to make money in the market. No investors are going to make money because of the number coming in. But it's a celebration. Definitely, it's a joyous moment for the stock market to see such a milestone, on Nifty. But I'm telling you, the market has a long way to go. A lot of people are apprehensive about market. At 10,000 or it's coming to 5-digit, it may peak out. There can be sharp correction. And, all these doomsayers are always there in the market since last 5 years, I would say. Even I know people who have been extremely bearish and making 10-page reports on markets when it was in 2013, when market was at the real bottom or below the bottom, I would say. So this kind of propaganda or, people prediction is always there in the market.
Okay, let me also get Vijay Kedia. And Vijay?
Hi.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
10,000 on the Nifty.
Yes. Happy days are here again. Okay. So, obviously, it's a Diwali kind of feeling. It's an important milestone. And as Nelson Mandela says, that celebrate the milestone as we move ahead. Okay.
On a day Nifty has started 10,000, you're quoting Nelson Mandela. You should be quoting Warren Buffett or someone else.
This is, we remember all good people, all big people. We learn from everybody,
The way markets are going, I'm sure one day a lot of investors would be quoting you and Porinju. So fantastic to have you.
And that infectious laughter, if I can say that Vijay has.
Let me use this Hindi line. In Marwari community, we say, Mandi ka muh kala, teji ka bol bala. So, that's what happens when you are at an all-time high. See, you're feeling happy about it. It's a moment which you feel happy about. Even if you've not participated and you've not made money, if you're a die-hard market follower, you would say, wow, 10,000. It was more like a dream number. It was more like an aspiration number till about 3 years ago. And the pace of market appreciation in this year has been quite extraordinary. I mean, blink of an eye, and we've gone from 7,500 or 8,500 to 10,000. So my next question to you, Porinju, is what's next?
The next is a bull market, Nikunj. Bull market in the sense, the economy and the stock markets are entering into a new growth orbit. See, now at 10,000, there can be some volatility, there can be some 200, 300 points here and there. I don't know about that, that's not important. So with the macro picture, as we have been always discussing, looking at the big picture, investors should focus as always on stock picking. And India is it's a paradise for stock picking. There is no doubt about that. It has always been, but today, with the disruptive world and, too dynamic an economy, too many things happening, a structural change happening, a drastic change happening in the economic structure. To be stock specific is very, very important. It's extremely important to be choosy in the market, being very selective. But at the same time, overall markets are going to continue to be very good. And here, people are all asking which sector we should buy. I think India as a theme, there are too many sectors now. Now the infrastructure segment, I would say, next 10 years. See, this is going to be mind-blowing growth. After 5 years, when you look back for today, you'll be surprised how some of these companies have been quoting at 500 crores, 1,000 crores market cap. Today it is $2 billion, $3 billion kind of a market cap. So this is going to be a very, very important wealth creation tool for the investors. So infrastructure segment, when we say infrastructure segment, the ports, railways, airports, roads, it is all over the country, all segments of infrastructure. And this kind of a next 10 years infrastructure growth in India, this is going to be unprecedented.
Okay, Lawrence Balanco now joins us, and Lawrence in his notes has been writing the Nifty positioning very, very strongly and smartly. So Lawrence, in India today we are celebrating the fact that Nifty has migrated from a 4-digit index to a 5-digit index. But if you have to really keep all the excitement aside and analyze markets technically, do you think 10,000 is just a pit stop and we have many more milestones still ahead of us?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key thing on the Nifty is the breakout that we saw earlier this year when we cleared the 8,900 to 9,100 area. And from that breakout, our minimum upside target is 10,350. So, 10,000 is a psychological round number, but from a bigger picture perspective, this trend should continue with a minimum upside target of 10,350, and we have longer term targets up to 12,000.
This 12,000 mark, Lawrence, that you're talking about, could it be as soon as in the next 12 months, or do you think one would have to wait it out longer for 12,000 to come in the Nifty up next?
Yeah, we don't think it'll be within the next 12 months. I mean, as you've seen how this market trends, we do have pauses and consolidations that really reset the market and then see further gains from there. So it should be another sort of stair-step advance, one milestone at a time.
Lawrence, it's been remarkable the way some of the blue chip heavies have contributed to the Nifty move, be it a Reliance, be it an HDFC Bank, be it an ITC. Where do you think the real leadership is going to be within the Nifty in the next couple of days to come?
Well, the next couple of days makes it tricky, but if you look at the longer-term setups and what's driving outperformance, it is the Nifty Banks Index. I think that's the key index. We saw a similar breakout in 2014 from the banks, which helped the market then clear to new all-time highs, and I think that's still a key sector to drive the outperformance.
Okay. Well, Nilesh also joins us. Nilesh, I mean, I'm sure the way you manage money and the way you screen stocks, nothing changes. But let's be real. I mean, if an index migrates from a 4-digit index to a 5-digit index, it also means something special.
Yes, Nikunj. I think this is a very special moment. It causes for celebration. It is clearly a historic moment, and it signifies the confidence that investors have in both the economy and in the corporate earnings and the future prospects of both India as well as the investment opportunities in India. So I think it's a very, very strong signal. It's a very strong indicator of things to come in the future as well.
So Nilesh, when we will look back and we would look at this current bull market, do you think 10,000 will just be a pit stop and this market is still young, vibrant, and this is just the beginning of good times?
Yes, I think we are still in the very early stages of a very long-term bull market. And so maybe many years later, 10,000 will look probably as just one of the milestones that the Nifty achieved. And I think the biggest indicator of that is that we have thousands of mid-sized, small-cap companies which over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years will become bigger. So many startups, and they will eventually get listed. So clearly it looks like that the public markets will become a lot bigger than where they are even today. And that itself will create and sustain a very long-term vibrant bull market.
Porinju Veliyath as well is back with us, and Porinju, celebrating 10K. Lawrence Balanco from CLSA believes that this is not it. Eventually, we're even going to hit the 12,000 mark. So that's the view, right? We've always been questioning Maruti getting expensive, Reliance running up so much, HDFC Bank doing so well. If the index is to move another 2,000 points from here, there is still value on the table and there are still stocks to buy. What is your message to the investors who are watching you right now?
That's to a bearish view, Ayesha. When you are talking about 2,000 points, it can go up to 12,000. Why not 5,000 and 10,000 points more, reaching 15,000 and 20,000 points in the next 5, 6 years' time? I think that is the best way to look at the markets. than the intermediate or medium-term outlook, because we are entering into a new era, as I told earlier. So there are significant changes happening in the economy management and the way we are going to create wealth, which is imperative to take care of the 500 million poor people in this country. And it is possible. We have a structurally potential economy to grow much higher.
Fair point. Porinju, my only reservation with the current market setting is that markets ultimately have to align with earnings, and the earnings reality is not looking all that great. So markets have already moved up in anticipation of strong earnings, and the earnings revival is not there. And even when earnings revival will happen, some would argue that a lot of upside has already got captured.
See, equity, the stock market always discount the forward earnings. The future earning potential is what decides the stock price. So I would say the market is well aligned to the earnings of the companies in India. It is 100% well aligned, and there is more scope to go up further. In line with the earnings, I would say earnings expectation.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.